Hey nerds, today we're checking out the Slash figure from JoyToy's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line. That's right, let's, cut this wrapper off here. Let's go. There we go. Okay, that's nice. Look at the actual figure. As pretty as the box is. Look at that. I love the background. Nice. Let's get that open. This off here. Let's see here. Here's our figure. Got tons of stuff in here. Wow. Comes with the sewer plate stand. Look at that. And then he has this piece right here. Look at that. This would go together with these. See here, should just clip together. There you go. Then you have a stand right here for 4 figures. The Triceratons up there could go with this one or whatever figures you want, really. But that's a cool little base to use with your figures. What else do we have in here? Oh my god. Look at that. It's a lobster sandwich. That's pretty awesome. Look at the details on that. That's awesome. What's in here? Oh, dang. Onto the floor it goes, and we've got it. Oh, okay. It's a shield. And look at that. It's got spikes on it. Look at the detail on that. The wood grain. That's actually pretty awesome. So those hand will just go through here like this. Alright, we'll look at that later. What else we got? There's so many things in here. Look at these weapons. Wow. A little bit of that slashy action. Get it? Slash. Haha. Slash. Alright, let's look at the figure. We'll come back to all his accessories because that's a lot. Look at the detail on this guy. First off, the turtley head, the angry face, the one yellow eye. Look at the details on the mask. This move back here, just soft plastic on the bandana. Look at the details on the shell, the black wash on there, the chains around his hands. That's so awesome. Look at that, and the scales on him, the texture on his skin. Not scales, but the texture on his skin. The knee pads. Look at that, that's awesome. It looks great. Check out the shell here. Even the details on that, like little spikes everywhere. Okay, he's got some spots right here for stuff. We're gonna look at that. His hand came off. Ah. Alright, let's check out his articulation real quick. JoyToy, look at the sheet. Wait, look at those shoulder pads. Did I miss any other details? Look at the skeleton right there. On his belt. That's awesome. Oh, cool. I like that these are not just glued on. That's nice. Let's check out the articulation now. We have the toes here. JoyToy always kills it with articulation, so they're really great about that stuff. Look at that. Double jointed knees. Alright, yep, there goes the double joint right there. The one. And then we can kick this up too. Yeah, nice. And this is, I love that these are just soft and they get out of the way so you can actually do that. Do we have drop down here on the thigh? Nope, we have a thigh cut. Yeah, thigh cut. Spins right there. Then we have the hip. That's nice. Do some karate kicks there. Martial art moves. Let's see, does he move here? That waist? Yep, we have some waist movement. He's not spinning a whole lot there. Let's see, I wonder why that is. Okay, so we have like his, what do you call it? This piece right here with the belt's on its own piece. Then you have the waist. Okay, so yeah, look, he spins right there. And then we spin up here at the upper torso cut too, so that's nice. And then we have some decent crunch, Usually the turtle figures don't get a whole lot of crunch. Definitely no lean back from the shell. But that's still pretty great right there. Nice. Alright, so shoulders, yeah, they go all the way around. These, see that there's kind of just glued in there, so be careful you don't rip that out or break the plastic. The arms come up about that much. That's nice. We have a bicep cut, which is great. So he spins around all the way around right there. Turn it around the right way. Then we have, what do you have, single joint elbows right here? Yeah. And they do rotate in the bicep. See that? So you get that nice rotation there as well as the bicep cut. Pretty decent elbow. And then we have the handles all the way around on the peg. Oops, hit the camera. No big deal there. Nice articulation on this figure. The head looks down that far, up that far. Got the whole left and right lean. Spins all the way around. I'm sure you could pop the head up. Yeah. He doesn't come with an alternative head, but nice. All right. So that's our figure there. Look at the feet, the toenails, and the toenails on the hand, all this stuff. Awesome. He looks awesome. Cool looking figure. All right, what else do we have in here? It comes with the little baby turtle. A little tiny version of him, I'm guessing. That's awesome. And what else we got here? Oh, he does have an alternative head. I spoke too soon. I should pay more attention before I say stuff. Okay. Look at this other head. I like that. Kind of a... Yeah, he's got like a metal mask instead. And that's on the ground too. Okay. Alright, we got it. No big deal, right? That's awesome. I love the teeth out on that. Look, let's pop that on. Yeah, he looks so mean. A little bit more articulation there, looking up, I think, because without the bandana. That's sick. Of course I said he had no alternative head, right? And then there is one there. Pay attention to what you're doing. Alright. What do we have in here? Oh, look at this. That's sick. It's an old, like, musket pistol type thing, right? What are they called? With a giant blade on the front. That's cool. That's a single shot right there, and then a long time to reload. Ooh, look at this. It's like a bow staff with a giant blade on it. But it's missing a lot of pieces. That's going to do some damage. Some turtley damage when he attacks. Look at this. Look at this. Probably need a different hand to hold that, but that's cool. Speaking of hands, there are a bunch of extra hands. Let's just dump all this stuff out. Right? That makes it much easier. We have some open hands. Look at that. Detail on these. Awesome as well. Have like is that a pointer finger kind of? It's kind of a pointer finger. Weird, almost trigger finger. Would it go to this? So yeah, okay, yeah, it's a trigger finger, but you could also use as a pointer finger if you wanted to, kind of. So that's cool. Ooh, we have this little mug of ale. Look at the skeleton. Look at the ale popping out. The beer, whatever you want to call it. That scar on that side. It's all beat up. That's awesome. I love that. It's right there. Some other hands here. We have a fist. Other an open grabby hand. And then we have, what is it, two fists? Yep. A fist for each hand. Awesome. Look at the jagged like knuckles. I like that. Then we have this little tree. I forget what the tree is about. I know it has something to do with them. But this little, like, it's like a toy palm tree or something, right? I forget. There's the NECA version comes with a plant like that too. We have two different size knives. Wait, different? No, the same. Like buck knives, is that what they call these things? I forget. Nice. And then two swords. Last but not least, look at how shiny the blades are. That's awesome. The detail on the hilts, the gold. I believe these will just go back here, right? Yep, one there, and then one this way. So yeah, we got the swords on the back. He's got this massive blade. What can we have more? Where do these go? I'm assuming that these go over here like this. Right? Look at that, he's all decked out. Sheesh. Assassin mode. The shield. I think his hand should hold it, but maybe a different hand would be better. Sometimes these shields are a pain to put on. There we go. That holds it good enough for this video. Right? Right? Maybe not, as I struggle more with it. More and more. Wait, let's try the other hand. Where'd it go? The one that's on this. Let's use this instead. See, the hands, this is like standard kind of with these figures that use ball peg hands like this, wrists. The replacement hands you get, or alternate hands, usually have a snugger fit than the ones that are on it. We got that. And then let's find a better hand that will this hand hold this? I guess you could also use this as a trigger hand too, right? Yeah. So that would work with that. Let's see here. Pop this hand on. You make him spill his ale, his beer. He's gonna like pop you on. Alright, there we go. He is totally awesome. Right? Look at the detail on this figure. Beautiful. It's beautiful. That's the JoyToy TMNT Slash figure. So cool. I like it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.